Amid a furor over the sudden and steep hike in KL parking fees, Mayor Amin Nordin is said to be meeting with opposition lawmakers tomorrow to discuss the matter. According to DAP MP for Segampur Lim Lep Ing, the lawmakers include Dr. Hatta Ramli and Nurul Izzah Anwar. They plan to hand over a protest note to the mayor. Motorists were suitably angered after it was reported that KL City Hall had raised parking rates in the Central Business District by a whopping 150% effective today. Affected areas include Bukit Damansara, Sri Hartamas and Bangsar. The new charges will be enforced in stages from now till August 1st. Zones outside KL aren't spared. Areas like Taman Desa, Sentul and Salah Selatan will see rates hike by up to 200% starting next month. Berjaya Gyatin Investment Technology Joint Stock Co., a unit of Berjaya Corp Berhad, has expanded its gaming biz to Vietnam. Named the Mega 6/45 Lotto Jackpot game, it's a partnership with Vietnam Computerized Lottery One Member Co. Limited, or Vietlot, which is a 100% Vietnam state-owned company. Berjaya Corp Chairman and CEO Dato Sri Robin Tan hopes that Mega 6/45 will not only benefit consumers, but also help create revenue for the Vietnamese government that will go towards improving the well-being of its people. He points out that the venture is the first legal lottery business in Vietnam and would help in the fight against illegal lottery ops. The lottery business is run by Berjaya Gyatin, which is 51% owned by Berjaya Lottery Vietnam Limited and 49% owned by Vietlot. Heineken Malaysia Berhad's net profit for the quarter ended June 30th rose 38.3%, driven in large part by 4 weeks of football frenzy. Net profit grew to 60.88 million compared to 44.02 million ringgit last year, while revenue also grew 15.6% to 459.51 million compared to the 397.62 million recorded for the previous year's corresponding period. This was due to last year's low base, which was the result of lower consumer demand post-GST. The group, formerly known as Guinness Anchor Berhad, also declared a second interim dividend of 35 cents per share. Heineken Malaysia MD Hans Isadi warns that the external environment remains challenging due to soft consumer sentiment, the result of an increase in excise duties for alcohol products. The failed military coup in Turkey has thrown a wrench in MAHB's turnaround plan for its Turkish operations. Analysts are expecting slower growth in the near term for MAHB, given the domestic instability there. MAHB wholly owns the ISG International Airport, about 70 kilometers from the Ataturk Airport, where a terror attack took place last month. Alliance DBS research analyst Marin Kaur is expecting slower tourist arrivals to have a negative impact on passenger traffic at ISG. Kaur also cut his earnings expectations for MAHB by 30% in FY16, 42% in FY17 and 23% in FY18. However, he notes that MAHB's value is still primarily underpinned by its Malaysia operations. Alliance DBS is maintaining a hold call on the stock, although it's cutting its target price by 20 cents to 6 ringgit 20. MAHB closed 4.7% lower at 6 ringgit and 14 cents compared to last Friday. NASA TDDI Sdn Berhad is set to launch 1.4 billion ringgit worth of projects in the second half of this year. It's because Bank Negara's recent move to cut interest rate would push investors to look for good value property investments. Its Deputy Executive Chairman and Group MD, SM Falik SM Nasimuddin says the weak market sentiment has pushed property buyers to be more selective, as in properties with good rental yield and wide accessibility are in high demand. He sees this as a healthy progression for the Malaysian property market. The unlisted property player is currently developing another 4.3 acres in KL Metropolis at Jalan Duta with a GDV of 1.2 billion ringgit.